Well, at the time, I was the editor-in-chief of the Kickboxing Ring Report, which was a California-based newsletter, which became a magazine. We had a website. We won awards for our website. Now, you've got to understand that this is like the 90s. This is before, way before The Ultimate Fighter, way before the matching success of the UFC and it becoming corporate. And so, because I was this expert in kickboxing, I was training at the Jet Center under Peter Cunningham in kickboxing. And that was a whole other story. That was a great gym, and it was kind of like a Wild West show. All the great people from internationally would go there and work out. Even Tyson trained there and a bunch of other great boxers. Anyway, so what happened was, because I was the editor of the Kickboxing Ring Report, I was making the rounds, I was getting to know people, the internet was happening. K1 hired me to be a color commentator for K1 Kings in April 1998. Peter Arts versus Ernesto Hus, number 3, the third time they fought each other as the main event.
Nice.
So this is like basically going into the Super Bowl for your first commentating job.
Yeah.
Where there's no, but because I've been an actor and because I've been, a musician, I've been on stage, I've been in front of people, there was the inkling that, okay, well, I can handle it. But when I was over there in Tokyo, the night before the show, having dinner with Master Ishii, the founder of K1, and with the broadcast team and some of the other people behind the scenes, when I went back to my hotel room, I started to get absolutely terrified because I'd never done this before. Being an actor and playing a tough guy or playing some guy on a cop show or something is one thing, but when you're up there being a broadcaster and a commentator, even though I knew everything about what I was going to talk about, all the kickboxing terminology and who was what and his record and blah, 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 I was still had never done it before. It's like a guy, I'm going to use a really bad analogy, you got to, forgive me on this. It's like a guy who's read Playboy magazine, Hustler magazine, Penthouse magazine, and relieved himself many, many times. But he's never actually been with a woman, right? He's an expert. He's read all the magazines about the woman's erogenous zones and everything, but he's actually he's still a virgin. He's still a virgin, and that was me. And so I was in my room absolutely terrified, thinking, I can't do this, I'm going to suck, I'm just, and then the next day everything was fine. I'm still like pumped with adrenaline, and we're all wearing tuxes and everything, and it worked out fine. It was an unbelievable show. Maurice Smith fought Masaki Satake. Andy Hoog, the guy with the axe kick from Switzerland, fought Curtis Schuster from the United States. The opening match was Ray Seppo, who's now the president of World Series of Fighting, against Francisco Filho from Brazil, and not such a good fight, but still, it was an unbelievable time because all these major superstars in kickboxing, especially the main event, Peter Arts versus Ernesto Hus, both 3-time K1 World Grand Prix champions. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, not to mention there was, I don't know how many people were there, probably 10,000 people or something live, right?
Yeah, it was probably closer to 15,000. It was at Yokohama Arena. It was raining. It was on a Wednesday night, and I think there was like 15,000 people.
Nice.